Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Teesha. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today is Tuesday, or you're seeing this on Tuesday. And on Tuesday we talk about our top 10 of our favorite scent notes. And I have been accumulating these products recently very quickly. So this one kind of jumped out at me as a video that I should do in spring, because in spring we think fresh, renewal, spring clean. So today we're talking our top 10 plus a couple bonuses of our fresh scents. So there's probably a lot in here that we have all been loving as of recent because they're either coming back as a repackage or we got them in that laundry collection. Quickly, I'm just going to talk about the voice. I did kind of develop a little allergy, sinus, cold type of thing when I got back from my trip. So I'm not sure which video you're seeing first, but you're going to hear a couple of videos where I sound a little bit like this, but I'm feeling 100% better. It has been raining for like 3 days straight here. So I feel like I was better and then it's kind of like coming back. So I don't know if like that was the cold and this is the allergies, but we're going to work through it. So I apologize for the voice, but I'm excited to bring you this video. So let's jump right in. So I have a mix of some candles and some body care. I don't have any perfumes. There are a few that I do like, but even if they had fresh in the title, because those are always my rules, either it's fresh in the name or fresh in the scent notes, it came off to me more as like a gourmand or a sweet scent or something. So I don't actually have any perfumes in this one to share with you, but we're going to jump right into, I kind of do this like as a 10 to 1, but I like all these products if they're in my collection because I don't keep things around that I don't like. So we're going to start with some of the scents that we got last year. Now, I do believe this was a repackage that came out the year before in like a nautical collection, but I was able to try it last year for the first time. And so the first one is Coastal Hydrangeas. This was a SAS, summer 2021 SAS find. And the notes are fresh hydrangeas, ocean mist, and golden apple. And I'll tell you, when this came out with cotton candy clouds, boardwalk taffy was in this collection, all the sweet scents, all the fruit scents, I picked up this last. I actually did wait to get this at 75% off, but when I smelled this in store, I was like, wow, this was again one of those first scents where I stayed away from it because the name, I was like, oh, it's floral, I'm not gonna love it. But I really, really like this one. Now, I don't use it all the time because I don't have a lot of things to pair with it, but this is a very pretty, fresh, sweet floral in a very like friendly way. So it's definitely not overpowering. I think it leans mostly fresh, a little sweet with the apple, and then a nice, sweet, delicate floral in the hydrangea. So I really, really enjoyed this one. And it was kind of one of those like impulse in the store. I remember my store just didn't have all those fun little unicorn items. So I picked this up and I'm really glad I did. So I've been liking to mix this with some of these other scents that might not have that sweet aspect to it. This is one of the sweeter fresh scents that I did pick, but I definitely consider this a fresh scent. So that is the first one. It came out last year, but I'm sure it might make another comeback at some point. Okay, the next one might be kind of far down on the list. Like I do kind of like rank these according to how much I love the scent. And I like this one a lot, but it's White T-Shirt. I guess when I think about my list, I like a lot of these just so much more, but this was a scent that we were all so excited to see a comeback. It was kind of distributed through the test stores, so if you lived in one of those areas, you were able to pick up some of these pieces. I think it was 2 summers ago now. I don't keep track of time like that, but we were seeing it just pop up sporadically at some people's sales for the summer 2020, I believe. And it could have been 2021, I don't know. But when people were finding it, they were raving about it. And so we saw this coming out this year with the laundry collection. And I'll be honest, before I ever got my nose on any of these scents, I thought this was absolutely going to be my favorite. Loved the way it was described. And the way it was described was 100% spot on. But I ended up liking the fresh coconut cotton a lot more. And I think you were either kind of one of those camps. One of them spoke to you a little bit more. They didn't smell anything alike, but the notes on this are crisp pear, fresh white T-shirt, lavender cloud, clean musk, and soft sandalwood. So again, when I heard those notes, I was like, I am going to absolutely love this. And I do. I really, really like this. This really kind of smells like Magnolia Charm meets Beachfront Blanket. So not one or the other, but like a little bit of both. And I mean, that's kind of what repackages are, right? They've got these scents that they have that were popular, maybe not so popular, and they're using what they have to incorporate to make new things. Like, they can't really just go into the, you know, vault and pick out brand new scent notes we've never smelled anything before. So we're gonna kind of get similar vibes and similar things depending on how it reacts to our skin chemistry. But this one I like. It's just that you know, I love Magnolia Charm and Beachfront Blanket more, to be honest. So it's just got a really clean, fresh laundry. I would feel kind of like a really like powerful Tide Pod like type of a thing, or if you don't use the pods, like the liquid soap. Like, it does definitely smell like clean laundry to me. And so I like the name, I like the vibe. It's just that for me, I was like, oh, I kind of have this already in different forms in my collection. Okay, enough about that. The next scent is a men's scent. And this one I actually picked up for my son, and he really likes it. And I really like that he's kind of getting into these scents a little bit. He was one of those kiddos that every once in a while he would dip into his papa's like cologne and he would overdo it, and I would buy him some things from like the Dollar Tree just to, you know, mess around with, and you know, he would use them hit or miss. But now he's almost 12, and he's kind of coming into that, like, you know, taking a little bit better care of himself, spraying this on his sweatshirt before he goes out to play outside with his friends. So this is notes of marine citrus, blue sage, and sandalwood, and it is just a very like young adolescent friendly scent. I mean, you could wear this at any age. I'm just saying this isn't too manly, too deep, or, you know, musky or anything like that, to where he doesn't just smell like a really, you know, good clean scent. But I really like these sprays because he's learning just to use like one little spritz, not overdo it. But I remember the other day, the kids were riding their hoverboards around the neighborhood, and the little girl across the street, she's like, "You smell so good, Aiden." And he came in and sprayed more on himself. He doesn't watch my videos, thank goodness, so I could tell that little story. But I like this for either Aaron or Aiden, but I really do kind of prefer, just because I like so many of the other men's scents, this one for Aiden, because it is just a nice, clean men's scent, kind of soapy. Okay, another one for me. So this came out last summer, and I just feel like we did not give Midsummer Dream its time in the sun. It came out with so many things right before SAS, and I feel like I really love this scent, and I just put it away because we were getting so much stuff. This has notes of salted pear, fresh nectarine, and seaside lily, and I picked it up in all the pieces, and I know so many of us talked about it, but it just like kind of came and went, and like, this is a perfect summer scent. It just kind of smells like you got that salty breeze on your skin, and like not like overly, like, doesn't smell like sunscreen or any of that stuff, but it kind of just smells like a beautiful day at the beach, you know. And I love the name. I think it's a really cute name, but this is a nice fresh scent. It's got a little sweetness with the pear and the nectarine, but I do pick up that like salty seaside lily. Very lightly floral. It's a really beautiful scent. So I'm planning to pull this out for summer. I don't know if it's going to come out in a repackage or anything like that, but it really was a nice scent. And I just feel like it came out with so many products that it didn't get its time, you know, to be a really popular scent at Bath & Body Works. I didn't hear a lot of people talking about it for long enough last summer. Okay, next is a candle. This came out in the fall, and this is such a great candle. I remember not knowing what this would smell like. I liked this wallpaper-ish packaging too, by the way. It's Harvest Linen, if I didn't say. I'm sorry. Sometimes I do forget to say the names. I apologize. The notes are line-dried linen, fresh pine, and rich musk. And I remember seeing a few of my friends here. I remember Miss So Delish. She hauled this like really early. And I was like, she just had a really great review. So I picked this up online because I did really enjoy Laundry Day. And I had a single wick of, I had a single wick of fresh linen that, you know, I had and used and didn't replace. So I didn't have a lot of linen fresh scents at that time in my collection, but this has a beautiful pine note. It really does make it smell like fall laundry. Or, you know, like if you still love to throw your clothes on the line in that cold weather. I like to do it when it's nice and hot, but in that cold weather and you bring them in and they're still kind of cold, and, you know, maybe picked up a little bit of a tree set instead of like some sun. That's kind of what this reminds me of, but very fresh, and it's just a really fun take on Laundry Day, in my opinion. So I loved that candle. Okay, the next candle, of course, because I don't love either one more or the other. I like them both. This is Laundry Day. I just picked this up in the White Barn packaging. This is Fresh Air crisp eucalyptus and soft lavender. So where that one has that fall scent with the pine, this is just nice, fresh laundry, like dryer sheets. Like if you, like honestly, you could just pack this full of dryer sheets and that's what it smells like to me. I absolutely love using either of these candles. That one's kind of more fall oriented, so I just don't want to pull for it now when I clean. I love to burn a fresh scent, so I've been going through my fresh coconut cotton. I had a white T-shirt single wick. Single wicks do the job, especially in these fresh scents. They really do project, but this will fill your house, and it just kind of makes it seem like you wiped down the walls and the baseboards and you cleaned your air vent out. Like it's really making it smell like you worked really hard, where I might have just like lightly vacuumed and did some laundry, but I like to smell like my house is really, really clean. This last weekend I cleaned out the fridge, so I do all the things, but this is what I like to burn on those weekends. It just kind of motivates me to keep looking for more dog hair. So the next one is another scent that we got last year at SAS, and that's Beachfront Blanket. Now, I wasn't as hesitant to pick up this one as I was Coastal Hydrangeas, just because of the floral note. But as you guys know, your scent profiles and preferences change over time. And Beachfront Blanket I liked right away. This one was highly talked about here on YouTube. I remember Bonnie, Queen of the Girl Geeks, she loved this one and she had it from the previous packaging. So when we were talking about SAS and getting excited, I was excited about this scent. Seriously, at that time, I really had barely any fresh scents in my collection. I had Magnolia Charm. I think I had Midsummer Dream because that came out right before SAS, but my collection wasn't chock full of fresh scents at that point. So Beachfront Blanket is fresh white linen, summer sunrise, and soft musk. And like I said, I think it's the sweet part of the white T-shirt, and I think Magnolia Charm is more of that pear and the sandalwood type of thing. But this is a really nice fresh scent. And it really does remind me of outside freshness. So, you know, some of these are laundry fresh and some of these are floral fresh. This is like a really nice like blanket that's been soaked in the sun. You've got it in your car. You're bringing everything in from a fun day at the beach and you smell that blanket and you're just like, memories, you know. So that's what I really love about this scent. But on a day where I'm going to go into the classroom, I don't want to smell like too many things, or I want to like elevate that deodorant because I know I'm going to be sweating. I love to use a scent like Beachfront Blanket because we're running around like crazy after these kiddos, and I like to smell something that kind of like gives me a calm feel, still feel clean, and the, you know, if I'm sweating, it is what it is. But I love scents like this to use for those kind of days. I don't want to overdo it with other fragrances. Okay, next is another love. I just grabbed this in the lotion to share with you guys. It's Magnolia Charm. I have a set of this in my Project Use It Up. I've decided I don't think I need the repackage. It doesn't look like they really changed the packaging. They just kind of put it back out in this. So I still have another full set, but I really, really enjoyed this scent. This is Dewy Pear Blossom, Blooming Magnolia, and Fresh Cedar. So again, in white T-shirt, we get the sandalwood, but in here we get the cedar. And they're both just like a sweet, but like you kind of get that woodsy note as well. I've really been enjoying using this set. I'm really going through it. I'd say I'm about the 50% point with both the mist and the lotion, but it's just such a lovely scent to use after a shower. Again, same vein, like if I'm going into the classroom and I'm just wanting to smell fresh all day, this is the type of stuff that I start to layer. Like deodorant, I put this on, I use the spray, and then, you know, like I said, I really feel like it lasts a long time. We know these don't last all day, but you know, it's depending. I spray it in my hair, I spray it on my clothes, like I spray it on my skin, so I kind of get different amounts of it throughout the day. But I really, really enjoy this scent, and I remember I picked this up because of Tina Marie. She talked so highly about this set, and I thought, it's floral, I'm not gonna love it, but it's a nice, sweet, fresh floral, and I absolutely adore this scent. So even though I'm working through a full set of it right now, it'll be in my Project Use It Up. I'm definitely slated to finish it before our June SAS like finale. I am glad I have a backup of it because I want to have it in my collection. All right, we're getting through this. So the next few are faves, right? Like absolute favorites. So both of these are my favorite kids. I can't pick between them. Fresh Coconut and Cotton, you guys. I love this scent. And this was when I was hesitant because the notes are coconut, Coastal Breeze, and Beachside Cotton. And I was a little worried about Coastal Breeze because I was fooled a few times in the fall with that fresh air note. It just wasn't working with my skin. I thought the scents were beautiful, like in the cap or on the paper. But on my skin, I was like, what is that weird, like ozone note? Wasn't working at all. But this is a nice, sweet, fresh, beachy. I do get that cotton. It's so fresh. I love it. So it definitely belongs on this list, but this one is a favorite. I had to get rid of a lot and just keep one or two. I definitely would pull this one out first because I love it that much. Which brings me to the other one I love so much, which is Fresh Getaway. We have to talk about it, right? It has to be on a fresh list. It has to. It's so good if you like fresh citrus scents. And again, in my collection, I don't have a lot of scents like this. So this one became an instant favorite. I thought I was going to like it okay. I thought this was one I could pick up in minis, but as soon as I smelt it, I was like, no, I really feel like I could do well with a full size. And so Bright Yuzu Citrus Fresh Ocean Air, another one of those fresh air notes. I was like, but I guess I like fresh air in the spring and it doesn't really work for me in the fall. Although I do stay true to what I said, once it actually gets cold, that note that they use in the fall scent seems to work. So maybe they really know what they're doing and I don't know what I'm talking about. There's that. But this one is so yummy. I just really enjoy the citrus. And it's just, I love the simplicity of this scent. It's just a really pretty fresh citrus scent, and it doesn't have to be so complex that I'm trying to figure out where I smelled this before, because I just really enjoy it for what it is. I haven't gotten the Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue yet. The Sephora sale just ended and I really did plan to get it, but then I've just seen so many people hauling it at DJ Marshall's, I held out for that. But I'll pick it up either that or on Fragrance Scent just because I want to have a fresh perfume soon to pair some of these things with. So you guys, that is pretty much my list. I did want to say, I thought I had linen sheets, but I guess I just had it in a couple singles and they're gone. I do go through my singles because I don't feel myself being a collector of singles. So that one I don't have anymore, but that's a really good, really strong, fresh scent. And again, I specifically like these scents in home fragrance form because it really makes your cleaning, all that cleaning that just kind of, we get it done and it starts to automatically accumulate, again, because I have a dog. But it makes it just elevated. You just feel like you did a lot more and it seems to last a little bit longer. But so I didn't have linen sheets to share with you guys, but I did just pick up this. Well, I think I've hauled it for you, but this is Blue Sky Breeze. This is a really great fresh scent. This is Morning Spring Air, Fresh Violet Petals, and Crisp Gala Apples with English Ivy. Lots of notes there. I didn't include this in the top 10 part because I actually had these scents together before I actually picked up this candle. But I do like it. I don't feel like it's a candle I need 10 of, but I just like to keep 1 or 2 or 3 different fresh scents because I actually burn through these and use them. And so I definitely see myself going through this one before I would get another one. Look at my label. It's all, I was like, it was just looking weird in the camera, so I looked at it, but it's kind of all janky. It doesn't matter though, because what's inside that counts, and I'm excited to try this one. I just have been a little bit backed up because I didn't want to review any candles during the full week. It was like a full 6 days where I couldn't smell very much. So I was like, well, that wouldn't really be fair to the candle or for you guys. So I just didn't burn anything new. So now I'm feeling better. I could definitely work on that. And the last thing, I kind of forgot about this one, but this is a very fresh scent too. Saltwater Breeze. I had this only in the lotion for the longest time. And then they just brought it back out, and they've kind of brought out all the old tropic scents in this packaging. I liked this packaging. It drew me in. I'm not going to lie. I don't know that I needed it, but I didn't have it in any of the other previous collections. So this is Fresh Linen, Violet Leaves, Water Blossom, and White Musk. And I honestly really like it. I think I like that violet scent in here. It's really pretty. It's just a really pretty fresh scent. So I'm happy to have this. I don't think I picked it up in all pieces. I think I have a shower gel, a lotion in this. So, but it is a really pretty scent. So those are all my favorite fresh scents. I'm going to give this over to you all now. Share with me down below any fresh scents that I'm missing because I like to chat with you guys in the comments. It's my favorite part. And thank you so much for watching this video. And I will let you go and I will talk to you in a video probably tomorrow. Thank you guys. Bye.